If you don't know which character to wish for in Lunar Patch 3, stay with me until the end of this video. Hi YouTube, I'm Yukito. Today I'm here to tell you everything about the Patch 6.2 Phase 1 banner. Before starting the video, remember this: wish for any character you like. This game isn't so hard that you need to limit your preferences. Let's get back to the video. Durin or Varesa? Which one is better? First, let's start with the role of each character. Durin is a sub-DPS support character, and Varesa is a main damage dealer. As you can see, they have two completely different but complementary roles. Let's start with Durin. Durin is a pyro sword user whose role in the team is as a buffer and sub-DPS. Of course, he can also be a main DPS, but under special conditions, and I don't recommend it, Durin doesn't have a very strange kit. He just has two skill modes, and each one does its own job. Light mode. When you click the skill twice, you enter light mode. So what does light mode do? After entering light mode, the first reaction you trigger with pyro reduces the enemy's resistance to pyro and the element used in the reaction by 20%. Note, this resistance reduction does not apply to hydro and cryo. Dark mode. When you click the skill once and do a normal attack, you enter dark mode. In this mode, all of Durin's vaporize and melt damage is increased by 40%. Note, this buff is only for Durin, not for other party members. Durin's burst has two modes depending on the skill mode. When Durin is in light mode, the burst deals damage in a fixed area, like Kazuha's burst. But when Durin is in dark mode, with 4 instant hits, he deals pyro damage to 4 different enemies. The best weapon for Durin is his signature weapon, but you can also use these 3 weapons. As for Durin's artifacts, there are no specific artifacts for him yet, but you can use these artifacts under special conditions. Still, don't farm these artifacts specifically for Durin. Wait until patch 6.3 or Lunar 4, when his dedicated artifact set is added. About Durin's constellations. The best ones are C1, C2 and C6, with C2 being the best. Now let's talk about why you should pull Durin. First of all, we need to know which character he is meant to replace. The answer is obvious: Xiangling. So what advantages does Durin have over Xiangling? First, Durin's damage is higher than Xiangling's. Second, Durin is an amazing buffer. Third, Durin doesn't need much energy recharge, unlike Xiangling. And because he's a new character, he will have a lot of uses in the future. Now it's Varesa's turn. Since Varesa has been in the game for a long time, I won't explain her like I did Durin, because there are already many tutorials about her on YouTube, and I don't want to waste your time. I'll just talk about her role, teams, weapons, constellations, and why you should pull her. Varesa is an electrocatalyst user whose role in the team is main DPS, dealing damage through plunge attacks. The best weapon for Varesa is her signature weapon, but you can use these 3 5-star weapons and these 3 4-star weapons. Varesa has many teams. For example, this Hypercarry team, this Overload team, this Aggravate team, and another team that was added because of the new patch meta. For Varesa's valuable constellations, these 3 are the most important: C1, C2, and C4. These are her best constellations. So why should you pull Varesa? First, because she's one of the top 5 DPS characters in the game. Second, she's extremely free-to-play friendly and has many free-to-play teams and weapons. Third, she doesn't need specific characters like Nefer or Flynn's. Fourth, Varesa is amazing for exploring the map. Now, what about the weapon banner? Is it worth wishing on? I have to say no, because if you don't have Varesa, it's a big risk. Varesa's weapon only works well on her, while Durin's weapon is good even on other characters. And the final question, which is better? I have to say both are amazing characters, but I prefer Durin because he has a lot of utility like Varena. But remember to pay attention to which characters will be added in the next patches. We've reached the end of the video, and just one point remains. This video's script was written before the 6.2 special program, so some details may be incorrect. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. It's free for you and gives me a lot of energy. And if I said something wrong, be sure to tell me in the comments. Thanks for watching.